I guess the topic is, you know, the way that you was raised versus the way that you raising your kids, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people say that they were beaten all their life and this and that, and they ain't gonna whoop their kids. They not gonna discipline them in that type of corporal punishment.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. You know, I did get beat. I got beatings and shit. It doesn't make me not want to whoop my kids. It'll just make me want to. I have to have a reason to do it. You know, if you did something that was just unexplainably bad, and you just ain't thinking about it, you know, you're gonna get a whooping to think about it.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get in some kind of time or some kind of punishment. Either way, you know, life isn't made for you to go through life and just do shit and nothing happens to you. Because when you get older and you start doing that same shit and you start getting fucked up, you're gonna think somebody hating on you or something. You're gonna think somebody trying to keep you down. And at the same time, nobody stopped you from doing what you was doing before.
Yeah.
That's how I feel, you know. I got a child that's so fucking bad, can't go to school, can't keep her hands to her goddamn self, and just don't want to fucking listen, you know. Does that make me mad? Hell yeah, it makes me mad. How the fuck you think, how is it supposed to feel when you go to work, you drop your kids off at school, they supposed to be going to school, you supposed to be picking them up, in that order. You go to work, as soon as you get to work, you get a phone call. Hey, you need to come pick your child up. Your child just too bad. They can't keep their hands to themselves. They don't want to listen. You know, some shit just get tired. Yeah, okay, you got a child like that. What do you do about that with your child?
I mean, I'm one of those who actually, you know what I'm saying, was raised on ass whoopings and beatings. But it was more like, you know what I'm saying, so I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna discipline my kids with physical discipline, like whooping their
corporal
ass.
punishment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I might yell at them, but I just don't know, like.
My question to you is, after you yell at them, after you fuss at them, after you chew them out about what they done did, does it get better?
I mean, after a while, I feel like it do. Like, ever since I yelled at them, it's been doing good. I don't know if it's the medicine, but
it's probably because you hurt his feelings and you never came to him that way.
Yeah.
But for me, I've got my ass beat, and at the end of the day, as a kid, even growing up to become an adult,
but when we say getting your ass beat, we mean getting beatings, not whoopings. Like, you don't just, you know, a beating is different from a whooping. You get a whooping for doing something you wasn't supposed to do. You know, you get beat just because a parent want to beat your ass because they mad that you didn't do something.
Well, but the thing is, I was never explained. You never get explained to why you're getting a whooping or why you're in trouble. And my style of punishment is, yes, my kids do get whoopings, but not all the time. I'm trying to find different ways to punish them to where it's not always physical.
Yes.
Take things away. My kids like phones and games. I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Sometimes it feel like the shit don't work, but you have to incorporate, because a kid develops. They develop among all the people that are in their life that raise them, and they take those different things and become the individual that they are. Yeah. You know, and sometime in life you may go, I'll never do this as my mama did, or I never act like this, or I never do this. My mama, my daddy, my none of this. It was instilled in you, and it's like, because we never face those problems or never talk about those things, or, you know, sometimes we do have to go to counseling and talk about things to get over our past to become a better person so that we can raise our kids better. And we don't get over that. So you're like, I never do this to my kid, but then you'll be like, I'm whooping your ass. I told you not to do that shit. But you never stop to explain to them, hey, you're in trouble because you did this, and the third, and I asked you not to do it, so you're getting punished, whether it's physical or verbal. Verbal abuse is the worst, because that's mental. That fuck you up mentally. Those are things that you'll never forget. An ass whooping, them wounds and scars and shit will heal. But that shit somebody saying to you, that shit'll stick with you for life.
On the contrary, being beaten and being traumatized will stick with you for life, just like being verbally abused. It's all mentally incapacitating. You can always inhibit somebody's thinking process because you either beating them too much or you chewing them out too much. So I feel like personally that things could be better if I found a different way, different method for my child to learn how not to do things.
Which way I gotta go?
Yeah, man, come here.
Where's that?
Like, I don't agree with not whooping my kids. I don't agree with finding alternative methods because I'm gonna use the same method that I used that was used on me. And at the same time, with that method, I'm not gonna use it in the same fashion that it was used on me. But at the same time, sometimes it needs to happen. Like sometimes they need a whooping. Sometimes they need to be punished for things. But at the same time, if you don't do any kind of corporal punishment, you feel like punishing them by taking their things, I don't feel like that'll get them right. I don't feel like it'll fix the problem. I feel like they think that they just gonna get something taken from them, or they just gonna sit somewhere for a long amount of time, and then they gonna go back and do what they want to do. Now, if they get their butt whooped, maybe next time they will think about what they did. If they still do it, then maybe they just don't care about getting a whooping. Maybe they don't. You know, then it goes from thinking about what the whooping did to now we got to figure out what's going on in your brain. What's going on with you in your mind to make you feel like that? I don't ever want to do my children like that, especially at such a young age, you know. People have so much room to grow. People have opportunity to learn things. Everybody is in a proposition to learn. And if you choose not to learn, it's not anybody's fault but yours because you're choosing to be dumb or do the dumb shit that you want to do.
I feel that. So, at what point do you?
At what point did I feel like a whooping didn't work?
After you figured out.
After I tried my method, and I saw that the things that I was doing did not work, I tried to change some of the things up. Some of the things that I changed up was not whooping my children all the time just because of what I heard or what I saw. You know, I give them a chance. You know, everybody didn't get too many chances. I didn't get too many chances growing up. I'm not gonna give my chances away from my kids. You know, they have opportunity to learn and grow as a person because you're gonna grow up, you're gonna learn things that you have to do. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you not to do it no more. I tell my kids all the time, I'm trying to tell you all these things before I just ain't heard no more. You know, what they ain't gonna understand when you tell them what you gonna do when I ain't heard no more. But they done heard it.
Right here. Thank you.
So what's your opinion? Like, if one method didn't work, how you feel about life?
I don't know. I feel like parenting is an experience that you have to actually go through parenting. Because I remember when I was pregnant with Mari and I Googled all this stuff, I researched all this stuff to be a perfect parent. I want to be the ideal parent and I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this to my child. I'm not going to do this to my child. Or I'm not going to do that. It's a everyday learning experience. And you have to always try to be the best person.
Quincy, put these in the car for me. And my phone in there. Get my phone for me, please.
And you're not going to always be the best parents, but you always got to make sure.
Put my glasses.
We record.
You gonna put them glasses up,
He
Mama?
gonna make sure he put that on there.
Why y'all didn't tell us y'all was recording?
Each before we ain't done, just
Put the glasses in the car, please.
I got you.
And it's not best because I mean, as a parent, you have to be mentally stable. You gotta be mentally stable because you can whoop your kid and just blank out, and you beat the shit out your kid or hurt him or went too far. So for me, I try to relax or wait till I give him a spanking or talk to him because that means you gonna get them hands like for real. And before I know it, I be done punch you or hurt you.
And at the same time, I feel like that's the difference between a man and a woman. At the same time, because when I was growing up, all I had was my mama. You hear me?
Yeah.
My mama did everything. She always bought us the clothes, you know, all the toys for Christmas, all this stuff. She did that by herself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My daddy didn't come around till I was like 8, 9, you know, he had been locked up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what I'm saying is, everything that my mama did while we were growing up before my daddy came into my life, we felt like it was wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's different when it's one parent raising multiple children versus a 2-parent home raising multiple children. You know, the kids are gonna figure out who is with the bullshit, who is with the silly shit.
Yeah.
They do that. So when they figure that shit out, most of the time the daddy is always the bad guy. Every time I come around, they just start looking crazy because they know they doing stupid shit. It's not because I say anything. I've said things before that make them think about it. So if you can think about it and you can stop what you're doing, you should be able to do that without me being here.
My daddy was a good person.
And once I met my daddy, I saw different things in life. My daddy was the first person that bought me my first meal that I could have by myself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, I don't be bullshitting when I say it was 4 of us. We went to Jack in the Box. We all had to split 2 cheeseburgers, nigga. 2 cheeseburgers, nigga. We did that shit for forever until my daddy got out of prison.
That's deep, bro. That's deep.
Yeah, that's deep. Shit, it was 6, 7 of us, and I can imagine us. But y'all steal your cheeseburger out. Go hard, eat that out.
Yeah, I feel that though, but like,
it's a lot of things that I wasn't able to do until I got older.
Tell Kim to unlock her car.
When I felt like I didn't want to listen to my parents anymore.
Tell Kim to unlock her car.
But I don't know, this parenting shit is day by